This is News Flakes. My name is Corey Delawal, and now the headlines. Stock investors lose 1.7 trillion naira in 1 week. Salam loses WBC title to Avje after injury. 542 stranded Nigerians return from UAE. Anti-Xi protest spreads in China and worldwide. Now, the news in detail. Investors lost 1.7 trillion naira at the end of trading on the floor of the Nigerian Exchange Limited last week, following major dips in Airtel Africa PLC, Beta Glass PLC, and NEM Insurance PLC stocks. The market opened the trading week with 25.91 trillion naira on October 14, 2022, to close at 24.182 trillion naira on October 21, 2022. Airtel Africa PLC led the losers chart, shedding 27.10% to 1,312 naira per share from 1,800 naira per share. Beta Glass PLC share also dropped 9.98% to close at 41.50 naira per share from 46.10 naira per share at the opening of the trading week. The local bonds closed in red, declining by 667 basis points or 6.7% week to date. The insurance index was the top loser, which declined by 370 bips to end the week under review, with value traded at 4.4 million naira and volume traded amounting to 6.6 million units. Similarly, the oil and gas index declined by 150 basis points, with volume and value traded closing at 702,745 units and 11.7 million naira. And the consumer goods index, which declined by 90 bips, with volume and value traded closing at 3.3 million units and 67.9 million naira, respectively. A total turnover of 938.020 million shares worth 16.701 billion naira in 15,700 deals was traded during the week by investors on the floor of the exchange, in contrast to a total of 491.815 million shares valued at 11.922 billion naira that exchanged hands last week in 14,350 deals. Speaking with The Punch on the week's performance, a capital market analyst, Mr. Tajuddin Olayinka, said the market would witness a prolonged repricing of securities across board, and that recovery would take place once the economy became stable. African Boxing Union champion Tony Salam lost the WBC international title to WBC Asia champion Serida Avje after his injury prevented him from fighting when the two met in the ring on Saturday in Istanbul, Turkey. Salam, who fights under Nigeria's leading boxing promotional company, Saleh Gloves Promotion, unfortunately couldn't take the vacant belt and dent the Turkish champion's unblemished record as Avji remained undefeated, and added the WBC international title to his collection. Avji attacked and cornered Salam for 2 rounds before winning the WBC international silver belt after the Nigerian's injury prevented him from continuing the fight. With this title, Avji has now earned the right to fight for a shot at the World Championship. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has received 542 stranded Nigerians from the United Arab Emirates, UAE. The head of press unit of NEMA, Manzo Ezekiel, confirmed this in a statement on Sunday in Abuja. According to him, the returnees arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on board Max Air chartered flight at 4:29 a.m. He added that the returnees included 79 males, 460 females, and 3 infants. He also added that the returnees were screened by health officials, profiled by various relevant agencies, and cleared by the Nigerian Immigration Service before being given a token to aid their transportation to their destinations by NEMA. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, has slammed a visa ban on Nigerians seeking to visit Dubai. The ban was conveyed in a notice issued to the country's trade partners in Nigeria, including travel agents. The ban was conveyed in a notice issued to the country's trade partners in Nigeria, including travel agents. Sadly, no reason has been given for this decision. However, Vanguard gathered that the visa rejections are the latest decision made by the UAE immigration authorities on their engagement with Nigerians. According to a notice cited by Vanguard, it reads, "All Dubai applications submitted are now rejected. The rejections will be sent in batches. The rejections are general for Nigerians and approvals are on hold at the moment. There will be no refund for rejected applications." While Western leaders and analysts have had an increasingly negative view of President Xi and his country's stance on the South China Sea, Taiwan, and numerous other policies, his authoritarian impulses and the party's tough zero-COVID policy appears to have put him offside with many younger Chinese. Chinese students at overseas universities have been posting anti-Xi slogans such as those hung on a banner in Sington Bridge in Beijing recently, damning their president as a dictator who ramped up surveillance and control of the Chinese diaspora, intimidating and harassing those who dare to speak out and threatening their families back home. With the party's relentless crackdown on dissent, these young critics say it is only in toilets they are able to express their real feelings, given the limited space for free expression in China, the report said, noting that Ren Zhenghan, the billionaire who criticized Xi's handling of China's initial COVID outbreak and condemned the top leader as a power-hungry clown, was jailed for 18 years on corruption charges. Now, you report. A Russian military plane crashed on Monday into a residential area of Yeysk, a town in southwestern Russia near the border with Ukraine, news agencies reported, citing the defense ministry with at least 2 deaths reported. Russian President Vladimir Putin was informed of the fire and ordered all necessary assistance be given to casualties from the military plane incident, the Kremlin told the state-run news agency TASS. Images circulating social media showed a 9-story residential building on fire. At least 2 people had been killed in the incident, news agencies reported, citing emergency services. On October 17, 2022, while taking off to carry out a training flight from the military airfield of the Southern Military District, an Su-34 aircraft crashed, the ministry said. Its statement said that the military jet had malfunctioned after one of its engines caught fire during takeoff. At the site of the Sukhoi Su-34 crash in the courtyard of a residential area, the aircraft's fuel caught fire, the ministry said. Images on social media showed a Soviet-era residence blocked, engulfed by flames. The blaze reached 5 out of 9 floors of the residential building, according to the emergency services quoted by Russian state-run agencies. And that is all on News Flakes. Thanks for watching. I am Korede Lawal. Have a great day.